We're here to talk about Eafengrow, Eafengrow. Are they effing liars? Or is it really D2? Well, the last D2 I tested was real. Years ago, it was not. Hey, how's it going now? I don't know. Can't tell you. If I had to guess, I'd say it's real D2 because they changed sources, for manufacturer. When they found out, when they saw my test results, and then all of a sudden, shit changed. And they got in touch with me and sent me new producer knives that they were selling on Amazon. And yeah, they did test as D2. And then I went back and just individually snuck into an assumed name account in Amazon and bought some knives a few months after that. And some of them were D2, some were not. And I'm going, they're probably still residual stock from the previous, group that they had there in the USA to fulfill Amazon. So it's been a while since then. Okay, it's been a couple of years. So I'm assuming that these are, and I'll get back to them and say, do you got any PMI sheets or whatever showing that? And do you trust that unless you're standing there looking at the PMI? No, not necessarily. So if I get a chance, I'm going to test these. Okay. But if I had to put money on it, I'd say it's probably D2. I've been, I had a PMI guy as little as like 3 months ago, and I tested some, and I was surprised to see M390 show up as real and this and that on some other knives. So it's pretty surprising to see it not be real. Okay. Um, these are like $26 a piece. And nothing great about the box or anything. I mean, it's pretty inexpensive, but they're pretty tough. And this is, like I said, the EF973. Army green, micarta, made in China, of course. And, is this a knife that you can use and just a beater around the yard and this and that? Yeah, it is. And they've got a lot of fascinating designs. It's not like they're not interesting. And I'll tell you what, I mean, there's a lot of those, you see a lot of guys carrying those M Tech knives, Smith and Wesson ones, you know what I'm saying? That are what I would qualify as gas station knives. And they're happy and they brag about them and they go, oh, it's really served me well, blah, blah, blah. And then you feel it and it's like a butter knife. And it's like, dude, does this really even cut? I mean, knives get dull after a while, but some guys will just keep carrying them. This is okay. I mean, it's sharp out of the box. It's not butter knife or anything. And now micarta and a deep carry pocket clip. Okay, I mean, could be worse. What does it weigh? So I mean, I'm not here to defend anybody. I don't give a rat's ass. And tell you the truth, I grab my Ganzo knives or other knives that I've spent $20, $19 on. I'll use them. I don't give a shit. 153 grams. Let's roll it around to ounces. It's not a super lightweight, but it's not that heavy either. And I just went by ounces. And I just went by ounces again. How'd I do that? There's T, there's ounces, 5.4. How'd I do that? 5.4. So it's not super heavy, but it is a 9-inch knife, okay? And so knives like this, they'll be the ones I'll grab if I'm gonna, if I'm gonna cut down a bunch of boxes and this and that. I'd rather sit down later and strop this back up. And I got my strop sitting next to my chair out in the living room. And so I'll just sit down, turn on the TV, watch the news, and strop a knife, And these will go back to sharp. And if you get them too butter knife-ish, then you got to get out your stones or whatever, and you got to put edge back on them. But okay. And this one, this is thick here, isn't it? Damn, boys. 0.67, 17.1 millimeters. Were you looking at that? I mean, that was, whew. 3.5 millimeter blade stock at 0.14. Okay. So no wonder it weighs a bit, and it's not exactly nested liners in there. And well, they actually have skeletonized the liners. So I don't have any gotchas around here, but it looks like everything's kind of stonewashy, so it's knocked the edges off of everything regardless. You've got this peeled back area here where these liners are exposed, and you've got a lanyard area. Number 6 body screws, it looks like. Number 8 pivot screw, etc., etc. Like I said, deep carry pocket clip. Although the screws are not flush, but what are you gonna get for $26? There's your standoffs. They're okay, solid. Where's your lockup? Let me look around the camera. It's hard to see otherwise. Yeah, about 20-25%. It's centered. No blade play, no lock rock. But so this is, piercing, slicing, flat grind, black washed, micarta. I mean, the ergos are great. This is a big, long knife, but I mean, Eafengrow's got a billion different designs on Amazon. Get out of here. Let's get this. Yeah. Let's see what we're going to do to you. Destroy you like a dog. Tell us we will die like dogs. You will. You will die like dogs. And what was that? Three Amigos? Chevy Chase, Martin Short. Oh, God, Steve Martin. Whatever. Okay, now you will die like dogs. And I don't know which dog is going to come undone here. Okay, this one. I thought that was funny. They thought it was a show. They go down there until, what is it, Steve Martin gets shot in the arm? Or was it Chevy Chase? Oh, God. Okay. See, my sense of, ooh, baby, do you want to come loose? Not very easily, do you? Maybe that's my biggest bitch about some of these lower value knives. It's like, quit making decisions for the consumer. Let them be able to take the knife apart. I mean, I'm not saying, leave the screws loose on it, but okay, let's give it a little upward pressure here so we can get this screw to find its way out into the free world. Okay, you got it? Okay, we're gonna. That is a long ass screw. Well, you know what? That is a lot of material to go through here. It really is. Wow. Oh, and they got one, and I don't know why. Why did they do this? Why did they think they needed to do that so close to the pocket clip? Couldn't the pocket clip have doubled as holding the micarta in place? That's kind of strange. Okay, so this is lock bar side, of course. Okay, we've got internal screws now that are, oh, that's a number 6, and that was ready to go, by the way. Yikes. And we've got this. Oh, of course, this was exposed to begin with. So, and that, ooh, that's tiny, isn't it? Okay, let's pull this off. Okay, and we've got just a regular detent ball. It's not ceramic. And we've got a real stonewashy looking, liner. And we've got non-ceramic bearings. And then there's our blade stop and everything else. Looks pretty clean, though, actually. I mean, it looks like any other knife, doesn't it? I mean, okay. And look at this. Okay, so this is a pivot tube that goes through here, and then you got that. So that'll be adjustable. And, you know, obviously it's skeletonized. So we're all good with that. And then here's the screws from the backside holding this inlay or this outer scale, micarta scale on here. So if we want to throw it back together, shouldn't be too difficult, should it? Here's this and this. And what you talking about, Willis? Okay, and right there. And stand up the blade stop, throw on some other bearings in a reckless fashion, and because we don't care, because we don't have any money. I literally have no money in this knife, by the way. Probably be on my 30K giveaway if you guys would get your friends together and get me to the 30,000 mark. Okay, where was this gonna go? Damn it. Give me to the 30,000 mark. That way you've got a giveaway coming down. I'm saving things up for that, you know. It's like my hope chest. I hope to get to 30K. Whatever. Okay. This was part of the shindig here, right? Who was it? Got like 20,000 subs in 1 month. It's like, what? We're putting this back on. Oh, what do I need to do? Maybe a decent review. Yeah, I just go down my own path and kind of do what I want. And you know what? People sub or they don't. I don't want to. I don't want to chase rainbows for other people. I'll just chase my own. And if they want to check in and see what the hell I'm up to, then so be it. So I guess I'm a real independent cuss in that way. And much to my own, probably destruction in many cases. But, you know, not like being a rebel, especially when it ends up putting you on the gallows, huh? Okay, there. We're good. And here's like super long screws in this pocket clip. Come here. Well, it's right hand tip up only, folks. It's we figured that much out. Wow. Okay, come on, sit in. Here you go. Whew. Yikes. Let's get you started at least down this path. And are we? Yeah, we're lined up. Okay. Come on. There we go. Wow. That's a long way home, isn't it? Okay. Probably on knives like this, there's some, you know, it's the details that get missed. It's not the concept so much. It's, you know, how thick are you going to let this thing get? How heavy are you going to let it get? That kind of thing that, you know, for money's sake, and or are we going to do a fancy backspacer? Blah, blah, blah. No. Well, weight considerations, money, and definitely got to be money considerations. So, okay, I get you. There are always those things, those factors that get in the way with a budget knife. But sometimes it doesn't matter if they're inexpensive or not. Sometimes they just get missed anyhow. Okay, we did a little adjusting there. Okay, now it's guillotine, and it's still centered, and there's no play. Okay, that's definitely a drop. Now we'll wipe down that. And one thing for sure about the blackwash blade, not a fingerprint magnet, is it? And neither is this micarta. And you know, the good thing about these budget knives, throw them around, slide them around. I mean, some of these, god dang, some of these really expensive titanium knives, swear to God, You think you've put them on a nice cloth and you keep, and sure enough, here comes the little micro scratches and snail trails. And you go, how did that happen? It just is, it's like magic. These things, of course, they'll look like they're brand new. 10 years from now, when you toss them around and treat them like dirt, right? Isn't that the way it works? Isn't that the way it works? Cherish it and it will be lost. Ignore it and it'll stay good forever. I don't know. It's just weird. All right. Sub to my channel. Get me to 30 grand so I can, I can give away this lovely knife and others. Take care, my friends. Yes, we do. We love them knives. You guys stay sharp.